Good day, everybody. This is Prentice down here at Oldham's Homestead. This will be my first video down here in Lebanon, Tennessee, Zone 7A. Thought I'd take y'all around and show you a few things that I have going on around here. Up first is my garden bed. One of them I just built earlier this year. I have 3 copies of oregano here. It's Greek, Italian. Can't remember this variety. Here's some rosemary, some sage, some more sage, some chives. Interplanted here has some onions and some garlic. Another onion bed with 2 different varieties. It's just planted. Looks like the rain done disturbed some. It's been raining a lot here for the last couple of days. Right here's a bush apricot that we planted last year. It was actually quite taller. It's probably about this tall. Had a deer or something come through and bit it in half. Here's the other half right here. I just stuck it in the ground to see if it'll do anything. Here's my blueberry patch. I like to call it Berry Island. This is pink lemonade. As you can see, it's in full. It's about ready to pop. It's all kind of blooms on it. There's another pink lemonade right here beside it. The reason why I'm planting everything so close together because I'm only on a half an acre here, and I love to grow stuff. That's my passion. It's a failed attempt right here. I had strawberries on the other side of the barn. I moved over here, and most of them did not come back, as you can see, but that's okay. They was ever bearing, and I really want to get away from those anyway and go to more to June bearing. They seem like they're a lot sweeter. Here's another blueberry, and I think this one is Pear blueberry. You can see it's in full bloom too. I just topped all of these off with compost. I like to do that beginning of spring every year. It's not spring yet, but almost here. Here's a rabbit eye. Can't remember this variety. The tag is missing. But look at it. It is loaded. And I think I just planted this one last spring too. Here's another one. It's a low bush. It's a Duke blueberry. It has a few blooms on it. Not as much as the rest. Maybe it's getting too much shade. Here's a smaller blueberry bush. I think I purchased this at Walmart, you know, in the little bags for like $5 or something like that. Thought I'd give it a try. I stuck it right there. This one right here is a Woodard blueberry. It's more of the high bush or rabbit eye, you want to call it. Look at it. They do a lot better around here than most. Rabbit eye is the way to go. There's another rabbit eye. It did a lot better last year. Had a lot of dieback this year for some reason. I'm not for sure why. If anybody know, send me a comment and let me know what you think about it. It might be because it's not getting much sun because this big old cedar tree is up here shading it. Need to get in here and cut a lot of these big limbs back off of it. There's a couple low bush I got over here. One here, one here. This one is in full bloom. This one have a little blooms. It's doing all right. These is elderberries that I planted last year. What is it, baby?
Will you give me some McDonald's?
Maybe. We'll see. Here's some elderberries. That's my granddaughter. Some more elderberries. Some offshoots. Come over here and take it to my cabbage. Some of it's been growing since fall, and some of it we just planted a couple days ago. You can tell the one's been growing since fall. This one, pretty good size head. Slugs. I got slug problems like crazy around here. Slugs is on everything. They're my worst nemesis. Take you around here where I have some apple trees. This right here, it's a Dwarf Granny Smith apple. It's probably been planted like 10 years. Never fruited once. Sorry about that. I just pruned it back real heavy too. Maybe it'll do something. This, I don't know if it's still alive or not. It's been in the ground maybe a couple years. It's a Honeycrisp apple. Come from TSC. I cut it. It was probably this tall. I cut it down to here because most of the top died for some reason. I don't know why, but it did. Here's some turnip green seeds I just sowed today. Some Georgia collards I just planted today. Some more seeds on this side. This was where the strawberry patch was. All of this was strawberries. Started with like 6 and then went from 6 to like 50 in a matter of a year. I moved a lot of those out. Didn't really like the taste of these anyway. The slugs kept them, eating them up. And this right here is a gala apple. Planted this last spring. It's starting to wake up. This right here is a yellow delicious apple. Planted this last spring. It's starting to wake up. As you can notice, most of my trees have been here for a minute. They got a Ivan Organic 3-in-1 tree paint on them. I believe in that stuff. It's been really good. This right here is Blackberry. I was transplanted over here last year. That was in a different location. Actually, I had these for about 6 years. They had some sweet berries on them, but they got big thorns. There's some, I think they call baby shortcake blackberries. Planted these last year. They're the thornless variety. Look like they're starting to wake up. This right here is a passion fruit vine I planted last year. Look like it died back quite a lot over the winter. But it's still green down here at the bottom, so it's still a little hopeful. We'll see what it do. This right here, it's a Granny Smith apple tree. Just planted last weekend. It's not waking up yet, but it was just planted. This was a Granny Smith apple tree. Some of the best apples we ever had. We had this tree maybe 16 years now. And my wife pruned it back maybe 3 years ago. It never really fully recovered from it. So I chopped it on down. You can see here's the branches right here. Maybe if it come back, we'll have another one, but not. Oh well, I'll chop it down to the ground. Some thyme planted right up underneath it. And my trash is blue in my neighbor's yard. Tree tag, I get that. Stick that back on. Here is a key fruit pear tree. It's been in the ground maybe 3 years. I think this is the third season. It's blooming like crazy. We got a few. They had a load with pears last year, but I took them all off because I wanted more establish more on the root growth, so it can get more stronger. You can see I have an organic 3-in-1 paint oil. It's a rose bush, some lavender. This right here is a pineapple pear that I bought at Walmart last year after spring sale. It was in bad shape. Gave it a home. Hope it'll recover. It's looking really, really good this year. So we'll see what it's gonna do. This is a moon glow pear tree. It hadn't really woke up yet. It's starting to though. It's not that tall. I don't want my trees to get that tall anyway. I'm not that tall. I'm only 5'5", so I try to keep around 6 foot. Gotta show you this. This one right here is a Fuji Persimmon. Planted this 2 weeks ago. If y'all know Lead Farmer, like I do, he talks about his Fuji Persimmon, how much he loves it. Talks about it so much, I've been watching for about a year now, so I had to get me one. Let's see what it do this year. Hadn't quite woke up yet, but we'll see. Over here's my little raspberry patch. These are some heritage raspberries. They've been here maybe 6 years now. See the little ones popping up. I love these raspberries. This is a yellow and raspberry that I got a couple weeks ago, and it's starting to wake up. I can't wait to taste those. The blackberries I had over there I was talking about, they used to be here. It looked like some more coming back up. I have to get them out of there. This is a gooseberry, the green variety. It's like it's starting to wake up here. This is my low-card tree. It's inspired by Garden of Love. She talks about hers so much, I had to get me one. I found it at my local flea market, actually. And it was about this tall when I got it. Now, look how tall it is. It's about my height, about 5'5", 5'6". Can't wait to taste some. These are some gooseberries. This is the red variety. This was just planted maybe 3 days ago. This is a red nectarine planted last weekend. It's not looking too hot. We'll see what it do. It's another red nectarine. We planted this one last spring. It's looking good. Look at it. Got some little fruit buds on it. But I won't let it fruit. I'll take them off. I want to get it a little bigger before it fruits. See, I have a 301 paint on tree paint on the low quad too. This is my bananas. I have 3 different varieties over here. They hadn't quite woke up. See, some of them's waking up. Musu Hardy, not really for sure what the technical name of it is, but it grows big. Even here, it's on 7. That's a California King. That's another Musu Hardy. That's the Cavendish Dwarf. It's died all the way down to the ground. I hope it'll come back this year. Maybe it will. All right, let's move on. This is our Alberto peach, planted last spring. I had another peach tree for 16 years. It was planted right there by that nectar, between them 2 nectarine trees. And my wife pruned it back too at the same time. And it never recovered. No, Lead, it never recovered. It had that one side shoot come off of it. The deer ate it, so I chopped it down. Got another one, put it right here in the spot, in a different spot. So maybe she'll do me good. If you look, She's got a lot of fruit buds on her. A lot. Yeah, see, if you notice, I try to prune to open center too. I do more of the same with the nectarines once they get bigger. Okay, let's moving on. Got some peas and green beans coming up here. And right behind it, it is Pear's black fig that I just planted today, actually. This is a Ciela's fig, planted last spring. This is a white Marcellus, planted last spring. Black turkey, planted last spring. You can see, look like it is trying to start waking up. Another black turkey, brown turkey. Chicago fig, if you want to call it. In the buckets, it's potatoes I just planted. Trying it that way this year. Usually try to put them in the ground somewhere, but running out of space. So let's see what they do. This is a Concord Grapevine. In front of it here, it's a Nat King cherry just planted a couple days ago, maybe a week ago. It's another Concord Grape right behind it, a different variety. Can't remember the variety. That's a Concord Grape right there. Notice I have 301 tree paint. Love it. Some more on this mustardine grape. This was just planted last spring. Need to get it painted. Nat King cherry. Just planted about a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, something like that. Some come through, bit the top off of it. Handsome bush cherry, planted about a month ago. 2-pack. Some come through, bit the top off of that. Try to stick them in the ground once something bite them off. You never know, it might grow back. And then you have two. Another one. You can tell how them Nat King cherries is waking up, but these handsome bushes is not doing nothing yet. I hope they don't die on me. Some comfort coming up. Some more comfort coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank y'all for tuning in. Maybe more videos to come. I appreciate y'all. God bless. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Thank you.